Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Jim with Passport to Thailand. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Hey, today's video is a video that I've been trying to make for some time, and I hope that you really get something out of this one. I put a lot of work into it, and I really want to talk to you. The title of the video is Zero to Zen, My Thai Retirement Financial Redemption Story. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you my personal story and what Thailand has done for me, not only financially, but personally and health-wise and just lifestyle change. But I want to hit some key numbers and some key facts with you. I wrote some notes for this video, so it might be a little longer than normal, but I think you're going to get something out of it, and I really want to help the people of my channel, the subscribers and the viewers. Just very quickly, YouTube stats on my platform as a YouTuber tell me that most of my viewers and subscribers are out of the US and Canada and Australia, and most of them are men over the age of 50. So I just want to thank all you guys for hanging out and watching my videos. And the ladies, you're welcome to the channel, and I thank you so much. I'd love to have more of you, so please join, subscribe, and like. But let's dive into it. So, the title of this is Financial Redemption. Financial redemption hits differently when you realize you aren't just saving money, you're actually upgrading your life at a level that would be considered a rich person's territory back in the United States. And I want to tell you a little bit about the lifestyle wins, the air quotes here, the new normal luxury, right? Here's an example. High-rise living, right? Swapping out a suburban fixer-upper for a modern condo in Bangkok or any of the major cities here with an infinity pool. It's got the panoramic sky lounges, 24/7 security, and again, for the fraction of the cost that you'd have to pay in the US. And domestic help is another big one that I wrote down here. And, what does domestic help really do? It's reclaiming your time, right? Which is so important, especially over 50, right? Reclaiming your time by hiring a personal housekeeper for a few hours a week or for every day, whatever you want, for cleaning, doing laundry, or food shopping for you. In Thailand, up in the north here, the average day salary for a house cleaner, helper, yard work is right around $9 to $10 a day. If they're doing a little bit more advanced work, maybe some fixing some things, kind of like handyman work, that's probably more in the $12 to $15 per day visit per person. So just think about what you could have accomplished, what you can take off your schedule by just getting some domestic help for very low cost. And then there's the daily wellness. Now, this is moving from what used to be a once a year event to a weekly, Thai massage, right? Back in the States where I'm from in Arizona, I'd get a massage at a resort, and it was a 2-hour deep tissue, and I was leaving there with a bill of about $240, which is absolutely insane. I did do a video on Thai massage here, but just briefly, where I'm up in the north here, you can get a 2-hour massage, traditional Thai massage, for right around that $12. It doesn't include the tip, but a tip's usually a $3 tip. So just to think about that, I mean, I get a massage here in Thailand every week. Makes a huge difference in how I feel, especially if you got bumps and bruises from being a younger person. I do, and it really helps. The other thing is the food, right? Culinary. You know, let's face it, dining out, is almost on a regular basis here. You're not going to have to prep meals at home and save pennies all the time to go out once a month or twice a month. You can go out every night here in Thailand up in the north. You can get street food or you can go to a restaurant and you're getting meals. And I've mentioned this before, somewhere between that $3 to $8 per person for a great meal. This isn't just a small little portion. You're going to be stuffed for $3 to $8, going out every week, twice, 3 times a week, whatever it is. It's just really having great to have that option. And the fresh food, local, everything here is not processed like you're going to a supermarket. There's vibrant markets here. We have more markets in my little area here, and you can go and we'll spend like, we're going to prep for the week, vegetables, fruits, stuff like that. And it's about $25 for food for the week for the two of us, my wife and I. So just, I mean, again, another example of, my financial redemption here in Thailand. And here's something that's pretty cool and it's near and dear to my heart, which I'll share with you here if you don't know. But, you know, in the north and all throughout Thailand, cafes, are the big thing, spending an afternoon working or relaxing in a designer coffee shops, excuse me, that offer, high-speed internet and premium lattes like for under $3. Well, my wife and I opened a resort, hotel, coffee shop, and restaurant up in the mountains, and we do have one of the trendy high-end cafes up there. And it's true, most of our coffees, our lattes, are under $3. So gives you a great option if you like to go just chill and be somewhere nice. It's not like going to the coffee shops in the US. I won't mention names, but we all know the ones that are on every corner. You can't step out of your house without tripping over a X coffee shop. And you walk out of there usually at $15 to $20. It's hard to even get out of there anymore without spending that kind of money. So, another reason. And then really I want to talk about, travel freedom, and what Thailand is a hub advantage here, right? You can fly from the north where I'm up here and down to Bangkok for about $40 on certain days of the week. Fly down to the islands, Phuket, neighboring countries like Vietnam and Malaysia for under $100, round trip. So there's excellent opportunities if you'd like to travel around Southeast Asia. You have the ability to do that here and compared to living in the States and trying to figure that out. So those are some other advantages. And excuse me, you know, instant community is what I wrote down here. In Thailand, meeting people, talking with people is much easier than in the States. And to be able to meet expat, groups, have a social life here, hobbies, networking events, daily stuff. It's very more, or it's very accessible and a lot more opportunities for you if that's your thing, right? Then of course, when I put down here, I put stress-free transport. If you're just want to be done with a car and you live in the big cities, what a fantastic opportunity. You've got the Grab, taxis, motorcycle taxis, tuk-tuks. You got the BTS, the MRT. Get anywhere in the city of Bangkok or any of the major, cities, quickly for just a few dollars. For under $4, really. So that's kind of my overview of how life gets better in Thailand. My retirement financial redemption story. And those are some highlights I wanted to share with you. And I want to talk more about my story to help you understand how I did it. And I'm just a regular guy. My wife and I, regular people back in the States. But over here, we've created an amazing lifestyle that I would have never had back in the States. And, we both had small businesses. And, you know, we were both, I don't want to say six-figure people, but close on average. And we both had houses that had mortgages and they weren't paid off and so on and so forth. But what we were able to do through the real estate we did have and the savings we had and through some investments we made jointly, we were able to retire here, build our home. In the picture on the video here, that's my home behind me. Those are our cars in my driveway. And we just have a really nice house just outside of Naan. We're surrounded by rice fields and cornfields, and behind my house, about 150 yards, is a river. So, really nice area and picturesque. This house in the States, and I worked in the business for a long time in home lending. I know what this house would cost with the views here in the States. It would be around about 1.5 to 1.6 million dollars. And this house, built with everything in it and all the furniture, was just barely over $200,000 for this house on this property. And because of the zoning and the way things are where I live, there is no property tax on this home. I'll say it again, there's no property tax on the property that we have for this home. think about the savings. Property taxes in major cities could be $10,000 or more per year. So you're saving 10 grand a year coming to Thailand and just having a property like this, depending on the zoning area that you're in. So this is another reason where you're saving money coming to Thailand, upgrading your life, right? So that's really what I wanted to talk about. And in my life, my wife and I, we're healthy people for the first time. Both of us, we had some very stressful jobs, and like everybody, we've all gone through the ups and downs in life. But Thailand has really mellowed out my life and her life, and we have a really nice life together here. We travel. As a matter of fact, in a couple of weeks, we're headed to Chiang Mai. We're going to be there for a couple days, doing some shopping and getting things that we need, and just getting away for a little while. And it's not going to cost very much money. We're looking at a nice hotel in just out of downtown in Chiang Mai, about 10 minutes from the major market street. And we got quoted right now. Now it's low season in Thailand right now, and it's about $45 per person per night, including breakfast. It's got the infinity pool, it's got a gym, it's got everything you need. But that's the benefit of being in Thailand and being able to travel for reasonable costs, and we're able to travel more in Thailand than we ever did in the United States. So this is my story for you, and I've done other videos before this about healthcare costs and visas and all the costs involved with that. You know, for a couple grand a month, you can live in Thailand exceptionally well. And what really changes is your lifestyle. You become more healthy. You have less stress. You have a lot of things to do. In Thailand, people are very social and they love to have foreigners around. They want to talk to you and understand about your life, and they're very friendly and they're genuinely interested in you. And we don't have the major cultural social issues here in Thailand, specifically in my area, like the states are going through right now. So there's endless reasons, positive reasons, that when you come to Thailand, you know, you're gonna have, and you retire, you're gonna have that financial redemption story, just like mine. So with that, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I tried to make it as short as I could, but to get right to the point, hit some key notes for you, share my story with you, and I hope it helps you make your decision to come to Thailand or anywhere in Southeast Asia to retire, become an expat. If you're a Gen Zer, I know the pain you're going through. That's one of the reasons we both left as well. So with that, everybody, have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Please like the video. It helps the video out so much to get out to other people that might be interested in this topic as well. So until next time, everybody, remember, in Thailand, there is always an option, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.